marry.
When people say the world has become a global village, they are simply referring to the internet. In only few seconds, people from two extreme ends of the world meet and greet, even transact business. Today, I have set my sights on a phenomenon that has fast gained and is still gaining currency among people. Its growth and popularity has united people of diverse cultures. It has created job opportunities for millions of people. This phenomenon has created an avenue for economic empowerment, positively changing lives financially. It has helped us realize that distance is no barrier when we need to reach out to loved ones. It is also responsible for the popularity of a handful of individuals. Welcome to the pharmacy. But there's certain people who irritate me on social media.
For me, I think it depends on what you're there for.
FALZ, I know you're really big on Instagram.
We thank God for this. I didn't expect it.
Welcome back. Joining us on the Talk Faculty panel are Ibrahim Suleiman. Ibrahim is an architect. Welcome to the show, Ibrahim.
Thank you for having me.
And Joy Elumelu. Joy is a scriptwriter and an actress. Welcome.
Thank you.
To the show. And Falarin Falano, aka FALZ the bad guy. Falarin is an entertainer and a musician. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Guys, we'll be talking about social media today.
Yes.
The pros and the cons. Okay, so FALZ, I know you're really big on Instagram.
Am I?
Of course you are.
Okay, that's nice.
You have 60-something thousand followers.
We thank God for this. I didn't expect it.
Ibrahim,
Yes.
you're big on social media as well.
Well, when you say big and then you talk about him
You're
first, and then-
you like social media?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's-
Instagram, Twitter.
Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram and
Snapchat.
Twitter. No Facebook.
No. Snapchat.
What did he say?
Snapchat.
What's
No,
Snapchat?
No worry, let's just move on.
Snapchat is another one. Is the most recent one. You need to get with the program.
We're getting old. I am getting old because I've never heard of Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Never heard of it.
For real?
Is it like Instagram? Like what happens
It's
there?
like
It's almost like Instagram,
instant
but
messaging
it's more
with
personal.
pictures.
It's more personal.
Insta
More personal
messaging.
I mean, it's more personal in the sense that you take something that maybe in your private time, then you post it to your story. That is almost like posting to your news feed on Instagram or Facebook. That kind of a stuff.
Stop it.
Then
What?
People that is following you will now say it.
Yeah.
Then if they say it, they like it, they can comment on it.
So it's like Tumblr. Sorry.
Well,
not
no, Tumblr is
necessarily.
different.
Not necessarily.
It's kind of like almost the same thing, right? You
No,
take a
Tumblr-
picture, you write on it.
Tumblr is more of Instagram kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Snapchat is a mixture of Instagram and WhatsApp.
Get used to it.
It's a mixture of Instagram and WhatsApp because you can chat.
Yeah.
You can chat. You can send private dirty pics to somebody.
Okay, you can DM people on Snapchat.
You can send nude.
Okay.
If you like.
Okay, guys, let's talk about social media. The pros and the cons.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but in my opinion, because this is a conversation I've had a lot of times with people, you know, when I'm out there. People tend to pay attention to the negatives of social media. But for me, I think it depends on what you're there for. Do you understand?
Yes, like
For
your work.
Exactly. You know, 80% of my clients have come off social media, especially Twitter.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 'cause-
Do you make friends on social media? Like,
Of course, there are people who I've been friends with for like 2 or 3 years and we've
you're
never met.
joking. I'm definitely not comfortable with that.
I can understand
Female
that.
friends, male friends. It doesn't seem real to me. Like,
Well,
how are we going to start the friendship? From
depends on what your
likes,
definition of-
from
You know, as you said,
never.
you just
to me,
first-
I'm not comfortable with that. Friendship, relationships, hell no.
Well,
Hell no.
I beg to differ. Anonymity brings a certain spark to relationship. So, I mean, you don't know the person you are chatting with. It's exciting. It's so much exciting. I don't know, Joy, are you with me? You're not
I'm not with you, Biko.
Okay, I just think
Let
so.
me tell you something, right? I personally do not understand. I have a lot of issues with social media. First and foremost, especially Twitter, it's just very annoying. Someone wants to use the loo. I want to go and pee.
That's the whole purpose
2 seconds
of
after.
Twitter, right?
I mean,
you're
come
supposed
on.
to update
It's irritating.
every single thing that happens.
It's
you know.
microblogging. It's basically
Exactly.
like having a
Diary.
diary.
Exactly.
You
that
know,
you
but
are
your
On the
diary
blog,
is
like
open-
on-
yeah,
yeah,
it's every
open to
minute.
the
It's
public.
open to
Everybody know
Every minute,
every
every
single
But
thing
here's
you're
the
doing.
thing, as I said earlier, it depends on what you're there for. I laugh a lot, and I like to laugh, you know. So I follow people
Who make
yeah,
who
if
crack
you make
you
me
up?
laugh, I
yes,
will follow
yes,
you.
especially
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Exactly.
Example.
He's a he's a household name already. He's
crazy,
annoying.
like- yeah, and honestly,
it's
why I
not
like
nice.
people like FALZ on
Yeah.
Instagram, like they just lift your spirit. Like you could be having a bad day
Yeah.
and you open his page and you start
Boom.
laughing. You start, you know,
Thank you
like.
so much. I didn't expect it.
Oh, God, FALZ is crazy. But honestly, people like him, and I follow 1 or 2 other people like that who lift my spirit.
Yeah.
But there's certain people who irritate me on social media. And those are people I know. So sometimes because they're your friends, you can't really say anything to them. Every single thing they're doing in their life, they put it on Instagram. Oh, I'm going to the loo, or I'm going to do my hair. Oh, and then sometimes when they have issues with you,
Yeah. Oh,
come
the
out
subs.
and tell me,
The
yeah,
subs.
the subs. But
I
they
mean,
start
those are
to-
just ridiculous.
Yeah, they,
Nigerians don't understand personal space. What are you talking
exactly.
about?
You know, or they start to talk about how females are this and oh da 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 da. Female, their wahala is too much. You know, it's irritating, honestly, and that's the reason why it's hard to have friends on social media and follow them. That's not true.
How can you send somebody money via social media?
Exactly.
What is wrong with you?
Do you have your music there as well?
I need to salute social media.
I know people who got married, they met on Twitter. I'm not kidding.
from-
80% of the time, I feel like unfollowing most people. But then if you do that, obviously they'll know that there's a problem because like, why did you unfollow me? You know, so I don't know. But aside from that, there's some, you know, good, the pros are there. Like your business, your career, like for him, he's an entertainer.
Look, definitely. In fact, when we're talking about the pros, this is where I need to come in because it's so strong and it's something I didn't necessarily realize before. But at this moment, I need to salute social media because my career have taken a different turn. Before,
FALZ?
I need to
Speak normally.
I need to know this.
Speak normally.
This is my normal agent.
That's not true.
This
I
is my
spoke
normal
with you
agent.
before you got on the seat.
This is my normal agent. This is my normal agent.
Who talks like
No,
this?
let me just explain this. What really happened is because my career normally as a musician, I'm searching for that record. That hit record that maybe we made the
Like
club
a
to
blow.
jump, to be jumping, so you can blow.
Blow, yeah,
Thanks. This guy is aware of it because generally speaking, what goes.
Do you like is it just your like skips on Instagram? Do you have your music there as well?
Oh, but of course.
Because all I see are the skips, you know.
You see, what really happened is that something like Instagram, okay, you have opportunity to record short video that you have just a limited amount of time to express yourself. So if you record something like a funny skate, it's so easy to relate to. Somebody can just click, oh, Jesus, they are laughing, they
Yeah,
are stuck,
yeah,
they
that's
are already
true.
stuck on
Literally
you.
15 seconds of
From
fame.
there, 15
Yeah,
seconds, and
Just
that's it.
about.
Let's talk about the cons. We have a lot of like evil going on. Yeah, you know, on social media platforms, Facebook. They have the online dating sites. They're sexual predators. They're serial killers.
Yeah.
They're child molesters. Do you understand? So let's talk about the cons because it's very important to not let, you know, young kids have phones and iPads because I have a 9-year-old daughter and she has an iPad, but I pulled it back from her because I realized that she opens all sorts of sites. And there was a day she said to me, but
Mommy, I love Kim Kardashian. And that was the day, there's nothing wrong with Kim Kardashian. There's nothing wrong with Kim Kardashian, but for a 9-year-old, I don't want her looking up to
because
people like that.
if you check up Kim Kardashian history, then it can be so dangerous. It can be so
Exactly.
dangerous.
So that freaked me out.
That
That freaked me out.
It can
I
be so
also
dangerous,
have a problem with people who meet people online and then they're dating. How does that work?
What do you
how
mean by
does that
this?
work?
No.
Ibrahim,
I have
how
to
does that
disagree
work?
with you.
It works.
It works.
It's simple. It basically, I know people who got married and they met
Ibrahim.
on Twitter.
It
I'm not
started
kidding.
from Facebook.
Okay.
Well, Facebook,
No,
yes.
not
Facebook
Facebook,
love.
Twitter.
Do you know what? I can
Twitter.
understand Twitter. Sorry, I can understand
Facebook.
Facebook, but Twitter and the dating sites,
You can find love anywhere.
it's very, very scary. If you read the news, if you read the newspapers, you watch the news, you hear these things every day.
Yeah, and there are
Hear
also
how-
those people who would have this picture of themselves
And then
and
it's
they're
totally
fake.
different.
Do you know
Here's-
what I
here's
mean?
the thing, here's the thing.
Yeah, they're
Here's the
just by the time you meet the person.
Do you know
Just
that program on
someone-
MTV, Catfish?
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Have you watched Catfish? You need to go home and watch
You,
Catfish.
you need to check it
You
out.
would roll on
It's
the
ridiculous.
floor.
It's hilarious.
It's
But here's the
crazy
thing.
because people lie and
Someone-
then
By
they
the
use
time-
other people's
yeah,
images.
image- Exactly.
You see that, and that is my problem. That is why I want to come in. Now, if you're somebody that is open to social media and things like this, you will
There are signs.
you
You'll
will
be
know
able to
these
tell.
things
You know.
now.
For real, he's right.
How can you
would
be?
you
How
know?
can you be
People
shouting?
also con people. Don't people con people out of their money via social
that has
media?
always
no,
been.
that-
Like,
that's-
That is your
the-
fault.
the-
That means you are
That's
not.
From analog phones,
You are
they've
not so
been doing that
wise. How
forever.
can you send somebody money via social media?
Exactly.
What is wrong with you?
But the cons are very like important to talk about because these things happen, and it's important for parents out there to not give their kids are 8 years old, 9 years old, even 10 and 11 and 12 to an
The way I
extent.
see it, yeah.
Phones and
The way I see it, it's about you know how on DSTV you can control what your children
yes,
watch.
parental control.
You can actually do that on your children's devices.
Yes.
You can block certain sites.
Yeah, that's
you can
true.
do all of that.
Yeah, you can, but on iPads
you can do that.
phones,
Yeah, you
You
can
can-
block
you can
adult
do that.
side.
Okay, let's hold that for a
Adult side.
second. We have to cut to commercial. We'll be right back after this break.
These are some of my tips on using social media for business growth. 1. Clearly define what your brand is about, so people are not confused about your products and services. 2. Avoid unnecessary chit-chat. If the proposed client veers off business discussions, diplomatically cut the person off. Remember, this is strictly business. 3. Don't forget to secure your brand name legally. To avoid losing a brand you toiled hard to build.
They're like faceless people.
Yeah,
you don't
well-
even know who you're insulting.
Don't walk up to you on the streets, man. And you're like, guys.
Cyber
And
threat.
Lagos we do.
What about women who, get almost naked for likes? That
The
happens
struggle
a
is
lot.
real. Once again, the struggle is real.
Welcome back. Okay, Ibrahim, we were talking about the cons of social media. So
Yeah.
can you, carry on from
Well,
where you stopped?
here's the thing. I believe that, if if you spend time looking for trouble, you'd find it. You understand? So whenever I go on Twitter, first of all, I go to have a laugh or two. And then secondly, I go there to talk about the things that interest me. Choreography, architecture, laughs.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Football. I'm an Arsenal fan, so hey,
Shit.
I'm constantly
Bra, bra, bra. Oh, snow.
Oh wait, you're Arsenal as well. And she's so you watch football?
Well, when they're fine boys playing. So
So these are basically the things that take me to Twitter.
Yeah.
So when I see people
You see people like fighting and
when people start going
insulting
off on each other,
on Twitter. Yeah.
it's simple. Scroll.
Do you ever look at them and just laugh?
Yeah, no,
Because
some-
sometimes
there's some fights that
they're
you
like
see.
they're like faceless people.
Yeah,
you don't
well-
even know who you're insulting.
No, they have
No,
avatar.
you have your avatar, so your face is
No, of
there.
course, like,
Yeah.
but you don't.
in person. No,
in person, you
you
don't
see a
know
lot of
the
times when
person.
someone is like, don't let me walk in. Don't walk up to you on the streets, man. And you're like, guys.
Cyber
And
threat.
Lagos we do.
I see that a lot, and I'm wondering, like, even people that are not in this country and they're insulting each other back and forth, it makes me laugh. What about people who buy followers. There are people out there who do that.
Yeah.
They buy Instagram followers.
The struggle
They buy Twitter
is
followers.
It's true.
And why do you think people do things like that?
The struggle is real, and you'll be surprised. Even celebrities, they used to do
Yeah,
it. They used to do
I
it.
heard celebrities
Yeah,
do
they
it
used
a
to do
lot.
it.
Yeah.
And because celebrity, they have a certain image to uphold. So they believe that, okay, if they are in a certain point in their career, everybody
You have to
believes
have,
they need to have 20,000 followers.
20?
If they are not
Right
having,
now it's 400,
example,
I
no,
see.
that's just an example. So if you are not having, maybe you're having 5,000, then you need to buy the remaining 15,000. So you can match up. So they will copy it.
And then
because it's even cheap. It's cheap.
It's really cheap.
It's
And
free.
then
Just buy it on the online.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on the online. Buy it on the online. Pay it to their account.
And you're good to go.
Are you serious? Because
Yeah.
I was discussing this with my friends, some time ago, and she did say to me they're actually expensive.
She's
Nah.
probably not
Just
really
Google.
your
You can,
friend.
if you search it on Google,
Seriously,
Or
she was
maybe
like,
she was
it's
trying to
really...
discourage you.
What? Discourage me? I wasn't trying to buy
Maybe she
any
thought you
followers.
were.
because so many people, even people that is not really a celebrity, they have it. They bought it.
Because I know about this online channel that at one point they needed to have, I think, about 10,000 views or something.
Oh, yeah.
They went
On
and
YouTube.
they paid for it.
Yeah, you do
and
that.
then, over time, they would have 50,000 views.
Yeah.
But they paid, gradually.
But
I
Instagram,
know
There are
there are ways to
Yeah, there
check
are-
things
yeah,
like
Instagram-
that, especially
Instagram-
with YouTube, because
Yeah.
people now make money
Yeah.
with YouTube.
Instagram actually cut it out.
Oh yeah, that was
Yes, like
fantastic. That was a couple
like
of
two
months ago.
months
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
It's
that
called.
was
It's
too
called.
funny.
People call
That
it.
was
the deliverance.
I was the what? Spin my ass.
Deliverance.
It was too funny. People with like 300,000 followers came down to like 5,
Five,
6.
yeah, exactly.
That means
Wake up in the morning,
They,
you know.
bought, they bought the
That
followers.
is the
raptured.
They bought the
That
followers.
is the rapture. Thank you so much.
the
Rapture.
followers.
So then disappear.
What
to
about
heaven.
women who, get almost naked for likes?
Well,
That
The
happens
struggle
a
is
lot.
real. Once again, the struggle is real.
Why do you think you're a guy? Why do you think women do that?
Well,
Not that you do, I'm just saying generally.
I think it's desperation, if you ask me.
Attention.
Yeah, attention seeking
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Why would I
No
wanna-
like they have zero
Come on.
zero
Well,
self-esteem and
No, they're not.
confidence.
They're not having confidence inside of them, so they believe that at least if
what
they
is
post,
outside should
Should
compensate.
help.
Yeah.
Understand.
So-
And they, a lot of people Photoshop their
Oh,
pictures.
yeah.
No, let me don't lie.
you've done it before.
Filter?
No, filter
I'm
is
the queen of
filter is not a
filters.
Photoshop.
I filter the pimples, the rashes completely. But when
is
it
not
comes to my body, no, that's taking it too far. There are women that actually Photoshop, even
And then,
celebrities.
and then you can
Everything up
see,
to
you
their
can do
college.
you
Like
can see the
really
distortion
big
in the
celebrities in America and
can
like
see
the
distortion.
world. You see they Photoshop and then you can see some
background. Yeah.
Distortion.
Distortion is
kind of
showing.
bent and
Yeah.
why do you think people do that? And even guys now, steal people's pictures or steal other pictures and put on your page and
As
just
Paul
coming
said,
out from
the struggle is
Gucci
real.
or
The struggle
about
is
the
struggle.
The struggle is real. And you see, if you're somebody that is searching for love on the social media, maybe Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, maybe you're looking to find a life partner, and maybe somebody is deceiving you that maybe this is their certain picture and it's not really their picture in real life, then I think it's your fault. Finding love on social media is step by step, okay? You don't just jump into it.
but they can still put up pictures on their DP that
Maybe you meet somebody today, had him as a friend, and you send him your account number. What is wrong with you? Now, finding love on social media is not that I'm having experience in this area.
Right.
I just happen to know
That's
it.
experience.
Finding love on social media is step by step, okay? You don't just jump into it. Maybe you meet somebody today, had him as a friend, and you send him your account number. What is wrong with you? What is really wrong with you? What you need to do, okay?
That's crazy.
Maybe you meet him on Facebook. People start to DM each other, saying, "Oh, hey, how are you doing? Oh, are
people
you,
really do that
are
on
you,
Facebook.
are you on BBM?"
Yeah, you
then
take it
you
to the next
take-
Collect
level.
the pen,
And then you
take
move
it to
to
BBM.
WhatsApp.
Okay, so when they are now on BBM, you check their DP. If it's still not the real person, then you delete him.
But they can still put up pictures on their DP that
It's dangerous.
It's kind of
For real,
difficult,
it's
right?
difficult. It's difficult.
I think it's very, very easy because you make me to switch up because see what really happens is that if you get on BBN, for example, for example, then the DP is not real. You can still ask him, "Oh, please send me some pics." pics of yourself.
There are ways.
Yeah,
Just
but
ask, what are you
everybody
up
can
to? And then
download
person
everybody's
says, I'm
picture
cooking.
now.
And you're like, oh, okay, I'd like to see what you look like when you're
Yeah,
cooking.
cooking.
Hey, now,
And then,
you know, and
take
if they go and say
30
do Kim
minutes,
Kardashian
yeah.
cooking, then you will know. You will really know.
Okay, Ibrahim, but what have you really achieved from your Twitter, your Instagram? I'm sure you put up designs of your drawings as an architect.
Yeah, we
so-
do that. Okay, here's the thing. I also write. So
Okay, yeah, you said so.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
work-
script
Excuse you,
writer as
write
well.
what?
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce him as that.
Excuse you.
Movie
Thou
script.
shalt not come and take my job.
Hash-
Okay.
Hashtag
Yes,
moving
yes.
on.
Hashtag moving.
Here's the thing. Sometimes you don't really have to put up pictures of what you do.
Okay.
Sometimes all you need to do is follow people who do what you do, and then you guys
Okay.
have conversations online. Now, other people who are interested in stuff like that
Conversations on
about what you do,
Okay,
like
about what you
like if you
do.
follow other, if you follow
Architects
other,
or script writers.
yeah. So you guys talk about recent trends, a book you're reading that talks about a new style that you're trying to learn, or as a choreographer, you know, you see other choreographers online,
Yeah.
and then they post links to their videos, and then you check it out, and then you retweet, and then you're like, oh yeah, I really thought this was really good, and blah blah blah. So there are communities within the social media
Yeah,
platforms.
yeah.
So
That could, yeah.
different people, you know, find ways to plug into what you do, and then you get DMs, you get calls, because
Get calls.
you know my Twitter profile, you know, it's basically a business card.
Business card.
So I just put all my details there.
Online.
That's
online
it.
is-
You said choreographer.
Yeah.
I have 3 legs. You should teach me how to dance. I swear I do. Like I have no rhythm at all.
No, that's what you think.
I
Here's
want to
the
learn
thing.
shoki, twerking.
He's
all
very
of
good
it.
at that.
I swear, and every time I go out, it's hard for me because I'm looking like my husband.
When you listen to music, when you
dance
listen,
that shoki, like, and I'm like, and I see people doing it, and I really want
And
to
it's
learn
fun,
it. Like
yeah.
seriously, you would have to teach me.
No problem.
Yeah, and
No
hip
problem.
hop routine and,
No
and
problem.
all of it. Yeah.
The first thing I tell people when they're trying to learn how to dance is when you listen to music, can you nod your head?
Yeah.
If you can nod, you know, if you follow the music with your
Very
head,
easy.
and then
Shoki, like
put
with
your-
Shoki, for example, the shoulder is
you know,
key.
you have to
Just get-
once you can put your shoulders in, and then you start to lean. You're good.
Okay, so you start to lean like.
You see, you just look at.
Was that
Just look at-
shoki?
Yeah,
Are you
you're getting there.
serious?
You're getting there.
Yeah, then you bring the hand. I'm always browsing night. Even when they give back to me, I'm browsing night. This
So
is
it was from
something.
that response that you said, okay,
This
I
is
have
something.
something here.
So are you okay? Let's capitalize on this.
You did not just say that.
Okay, FALZ.
Yeah.
Instagram has done a lot for you.
Oh,
you would
definitely,
agree.
definitely,
So,
definitely.
did you just wake up one day and you started to, you know, like upload skips of you, you know, making people laugh and just being ridiculous and not taking yourself seriously? How did it start? Was it like structured or it just happened?
No, it's not
you
a
know the
ma-
way things just happen and
It's not a matter of structure because I'm always browsing night. Even when they give back to me, I'm browsing night. I'm browsing night. I'm always on the night. So it's just on that. I'm on the night.
is it
on
like
the-
he was saying?
I'm always on the night. On the night. On the night. So it's always in my blood, in my structure to be browsing night. So at least there is one day that I'm on holiday with my family, and I just believe that okay. on
Here?
this- No, abroad.
Okay.
I'm not from here. I'm a foreign guy.
No,
I'm
you're
a
not.
foreign guy. I'm not from here. So we're abroad. We're on holiday. So I just believe that okay, we are all catching fun here. Let me record something for my Instagram page. Okay. So I just record a little bit of video that okay, messing around in this kind of a hazard. So I'm just talking, you know, something catching fun here. The response from that video, I
was
cannot
really,
believe it.
Yeah.
People are like, "What is wrong with this boy?" And I just know, okay, this
So it
is
was from
something.
that response that you said, okay,
This
I
is
have
something.
something here.
There
Like,
is
yeah,
something
yeah,
here.
there's something here.
So okay, let's capitalize on this. Let's capitalize on this. I continue in that area. Now I start to create well orchestrated skate. I plan it.
You plan it,
Okay.
and-
This one is a skate about this. A skate about this. Start to plan it. Then I did the Marry Me challenge. There's a skate that I used to start at Marry Me challenge. The one
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
You know, so I, based on that, I just continue to, generate the buzz and The rest is history.
You did not just say that.
Okay, guys, we'll be right back after this break. Joy, you're not really a fan of social media. You do have the accounts, but I follow you, but you never upload anything. You do one every now and then,
Doesn't
maybe
follow back.
once in 2 months.
Let me
You
just
don't
say
follow
how-
back?
Not really. Let me just say how it is.
Interesting.
Right now, I don't
be
have an
unfollowing you soon.
Instagram account. I have a Twitter account.
Yeah, I
and
follow
for
you on Twitter.
whatever reason, I have followers, and I've never typed A. Why? What are people following? What am I saying that people are following? Do you understand? I have a lot of issues. It's just, I think I'm Facebook, well, because of work, and because a lot of people keep screaming like,
Okay,
"Joy,
you're
you need this
active
for
on
work."
Facebook.
Yes.
A bit active.
That kind of thing.
You often
So
post.
yeah, people are like, "Oh, you need this for work, Joy. You just have to have.
Yes, you do.
You have to be on one social." So I chose Facebook because I've always been on Facebook. And Facebook, well, I think what Instagram and the other platforms do for you guys is what Facebook does for me. I laugh my head off. I see
you
all
serious?
sorts.
I
Oh my!
think-
I have a lot of crazy people on my
The last time
timeline. They're
Facebook
ridiculous.
to me is so, I
It's
don't
just
know.
crowded.
Oh
It's
my
crowded.
gosh!
Yeah, that's the
that's because
word.
you have other platforms that you know that you're active
I've
on.
already reached my friend
I know.
limit on Facebook.
Yeah.
As in both.
Over 5,000 people.
Yeah, I had to open another account too, but strictly Facebook.
Wow.
Back
And
up
sometimes WhatsApp. But I think the social media is just too in your. For me, it's people just getting into your life unnecessarily.
Joy, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Joy, what do you have to hide?
A lot of things.
That's it.
Oh my God, this is really fun. Really, really fun, guys. Thank you for coming. I want you guys back, especially FALZ the bad guy.
How does that make us
Ibrahim.
feel?
No, I said all of you.
It's fine, it's fine.
I want you
It's like
back.
saying I love
And
my
you guys
kids.
are friends of the show now. Thank you so much for coming. Thank
It's
you,
good-
guys.
it's
Thank
good
you,
to
Joy.
meet you.
Thank you,
I'm
Valorine.
so much excited to be here.
Okay, and we'll be right back after this.
One can't deny that social media is a necessary tool for one's business to be globally known. However, one needs to be cautious with the content one uploads. Let's keep the conversation going on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Use the hashtag #TheSalmaShow. Life is beautiful. Experience it, enjoy it, and stay safe. Pero mi kainan sa'yo, stay watermark ko. Una na, salmasilit.